we see the movement at the finance ministry on the tax handles, and when we see movement at the energy ministry, whatever we do on that network affects almost 76% of all mobile network users. And so, as a sign of our commitment to understanding and dealing with the challenges Ghanaians are facing at this point in time, we've taken that decision. It means a lot more loss as well, don't forget, for the SMP, because then they are carrying a lot more burden. Because if you give more value, it's cost to the network. So if they are the SMP and you are imposing a certain, in quote, levy of some sort, they should carry more than the other two networks. Because if they carry less or the same, then it means that you are not being fair to the other networks that don't have the same market size. And that's why we've created this intentional arbitrage between the reductions. The other question about why 80 did not get. Do not forget that 80 is a merger between Tigo and Airtel Ghana. And both of them had spectrum holdings which got consolidated. At this point in time, 80 is the only company, MNO, that doesn't offer 4G. The ministry is currently in the process of restructuring 80. There's been a public announcement of conversations going on of a possible relationship with a private investor. And so it is important that you consummate that process before you begin the conversation about any spectrum addition, because then the new partners will want to do an assessment of what the asset holdings are today. Those asset holdings should not be fluid relative to spectrum. It should be definite. We finish the negotiations, and then we can always look at what we will do for 80. But don't forget that at this point in time, 80 belongs to the government of Ghana 100%. And like I keep saying, all options are still on the table for us relative to 80 and what we'll do going forward. Thank you. Yes.
Hello, Mr. My name is Parker. I work for the party. Some of the telcos, you know that they give you the right hand and take the left hand. So in this case of reduction, are we not going to see any increase in the airtime usage, or still going to maintain?
Well, are you talking of voice or data?
Voice.
This directive does not affect voice.
Yeah. So my question is, now that you're talking about reduction, are they not going to increase?
Okay. So let me be clear. All the telcos, by regulatory practice, have to notify the regulator of any price increases. And at this juncture, let me just say that Telecel did some increases on their fixed broadband, not all their mobile data services, only fixed broadband. An increase of, I think, 20 cedis and 30 cedis in some cases. The regulator has been informed, and as the ministry, we have indicated to the regulator to go back to the MNO to have a conversation on the reversal of that increase, because in this day and age, our focus is on reduction. And so the operator and the regulator will have conversations about how to walk back even those 20 and 30 CD increases. And so that should give you assurances that the regulator will not. And again, in my speech, I referenced it when I said that I asked them to do a test of all effective rates, not just data but voice, to ensure that no telco would price above what is permitted or what has been approved by the regulator. When they do the test and it is found that any of the regulators, any of the operators is charging beyond the approved rate, there will be sanctions for it. And trust me, we will come down hard on that. But so far, in the 4 months I've engaged with the CEOs, I'm sure and confident that they will not act in a manner that is arbitrary and without recourse to the regulator. Any other questions, please? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if there are no further questions, I want to thank you, our brothers and sisters from the media, the CEOs, directors, chief director, the ministry CEOs, the regulator. Thank you very much. God bless you. I'd love to meet the CEOs in my office. So please, let's go. And then the regulator.
So we just TV Minister for Communications.
Thank you. Take a landscape or portrait.
Which of them? Something.
Yeah, like so I only go a cat.
A cat.
A cat. So the way I know report for you.
I get something.
Like yeah, I just want to speak nicely, talk about it. That is like 5 minutes.
That one I do on
The one you talk about.
some of them I do like this.
So
But the main speech, you know, I make it like
make us okay.
this one.
This one a picture.
This one is speech. This one is the beginning of the speech. Hello, big man. Make a passport.
My brother.